Welcome back, guys, to Golden Sun, the Lost Age. We're here in the Ankohl Ruins. We've just passed some very mean heads that wanted to run us down using the power of sand. And now that we've got behind it, it's time to keep exploring, of course. Let's find what we need, considering this place's name. I'd assume it might be the Trident piece we're after to be able to complete. Complete it indeed, so we'll get defeating the enemies in our path. Just double attacks will do for now. Farewell to all of you. It would be nice to top up HP with a little bit of an aura in the near future, that's for sure. I always like to see full HP people rather than the HP values being a little bit diminished. Okay, a Minotaur appears. It's lovely to see you. Maybe we'll get our aura on now then. Ah, what? Still a little bit of red. Raiden's Wrath takes that guy out. And so we've come to a point that we've seen before, just not from this side. Let's move that over and create the shortcut path, and I guess go the opposite way, the one we couldn't reach before. Okay. And find ourselves a statue head within a stone circle. Who'd have guessed it? Right then. So a hole to drop this down into the place it needs to be. Reveal is always to be used near stone circles, that's for sure. More to the point, it's always to be used when I'm not quite sure what's going on. Usually it reveals the way after all, so down goes the statue head to the other side. And now it's finally time to activate this. What's this statue gonna do? Is it gonna hunt me down? I hope not. Considering the fact that it's got the gully there, I'd imagine that we're going to be spewing sand once again, yes? Indeed we are. So does this bring me back to the other side? Now that we've created that shortcut point, surely it's going to get me through. Haven't I got sand on my shortcut? Really should be using that, if anything. Right then. So now that we've created the sand, what can we do from here? We couldn't make it up that set of vines, so I'd assume, if anything, I've got whirlwind on the shortcut, haven't I? Really should switch that round, to be honest. Haven't needed to use that for a while. Right then, sand. To go up the waterfall, or sandfall, because there's no water here. There's an absence of water. That's why sand is so sandy. Not a mush, it's just fine, pure sand. Right, Minotaur, we've got to defeat. You can go down as well. A waft on the middle one, and Raiden's Wrath hopefully procking on the one on the edge. Waft will take out number one. Searing Fog comes in, wraps the Minotaur in delusion. Flat Edge finishes it. It just disappeared at that point. And of course, we only need to do about 130 damage to take one of those guys down, so even more experience is ours. Still no really special items though, since we got ourselves that weapon, the Anubis staff. I'm ashamed! Come on, drop rates, I've got to be really lucky. Alright then, so another sandfall it is. Let's keep on keeping on and hope we're getting near to the top with all this raising up. Kind of looks like a rib cage the way that this is spewing out from a head up top, and then you've got the stone bits. Person's been embedded in the ground. Well, we're reaching light. That's usually a good sign, and it is indeed the reward we were looking for. So, with that said, we claim ourselves, as long as I can press A on the right point. Go on, take it. There we go. The left prong, which we give to Piers, and I'm assuming that is that for the dungeon. With that, it's time to just quickly retreat then. All the way back to town. Hopefully Cast doesn't come again on all the goon squad to try and say, why aren't you at the Jupiter Lighthouse yet? Don't you know we're building something here? We're building a weapon. Back to Champa we go. Right on through, and I wish they had a shortcut right up to the top, to be honest. They've got loads of gems, they need to install an elevator. I'm pretty sure they don't have that kind of technology. They still need to install one. Right then, up we go. It's over here, isn't it? And then up through the middle one. And we can easily retreat to get out again, but we are nearly at Briggs and his grandmother. Where's his actual mother, I wonder? Right then, hello! We've got ourselves the other Prong. And that should be it.
Well done! You found all 3 pieces of the Trident. That means I can begin work reforging the ancient Trident of Ankol, at last! We'll just toss all 3 pieces in here, shall we?
Well, okay.
Just leave it to me.
It seemed a powerful place.
Heart of the earth, fury of the forge's flames, grant me power! That's funny. Nothing happened.
Patience is a virtue.
What's going on?
Whoa!
Something's happening. Is that the legendary Trident?
It floats as well.
After all these years, the Trident is complete again, but what's making it float like that? Regardless, the Trident has been fixed. It belongs to you now, Felix. Use it well.
How are we supposed to get it? Just lasso it, maybe? Help me. Lady, not even gonna talk to me? It's over there. I can't really just grab it. I don't have anything capable of that. Maybe I can lash to it? Nope. Right, we can't pound it or burst it or anything. We need more synergy than this, surely. Unless we can move it. Lady, you haven't explained here. Oh, wait a second. If at first you can't figure out anything, always use reveal, as we said earlier. And I've completely forgot. Right, a path is built. And we got the Trident. It gave the Trident to Piers. So let's check it out. Alright then, Trident. A weapon with a unique purpose. Okay, we can equip it. And it's also got the Cloud brand on as well. Okay. Was it like some kind of earring or something? I do not know at this point. I am confused. Right then, old lady, you no longer speak anymore?
The Trident seems to have some amazing power. The legends must be true. No matter what you encounter at sea, no monster can stand against you with that Trident.
To like instant kill every sea monster. That would be quite good. But in the meantime, we're going to get mind read on.
All of my training was for the single purpose of reforging the ancient Trident.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Now we got to figure out what to do. Right then. Well, first of all, we're going to not retreat because it doesn't work here, which means something might be going on. If we can't straight retreat, is something else happening here? Or does it not just count as a dungeon? Can't retreat from towns, maybe. Which is just annoying. Come on, let me retreat. Let me go to the start. Only usable in dungeons? Meh. Right, we're going to get back out to sea first of all, though, because we got ourselves a shiny pebble a little bit back. And to be honest, I think it's time to go about doing a trading sequence or two. Straight on out of here. And now we got what we need, we're going to head down. Right, so I think we're looking for a parrot, aren't we? Where did we find the parrot? I think it was the lowest down 2. Now I do wonder as well if any water beastie that we meet will instantly die to my Piers power right now. Maybe they won't even fight me. Now this is a farm. Now this is the parrot place. Good. This is the parrot place, right? Yeah? Yeah? Parrot place? We know it to be parrot place? There we go. Cool. Right, parrot place it is. Getting confused because it's been a long time since we've visited these islets, isn't it? A long time indeed. we'll need mind read on to speak to the parrot as well. Alright then, that goes down first, of course. Let's move that one out. Okay, we just need to get that in the end as well. Puddle Man needs to go to work in the near future. Yes, confusing times. We've kind of run out of places to explore and inhabit and visit. Well, we haven't run out of that one area that we might be able to get ourselves to. We saw on the mini-map, that little island in the middle of all the continents, more or less. Right, Puddle Man, go to work. That's douse. Just making more puddles. That's not what we want to do. Frost will work fine for me, however, so there we go. Right, so didn't we make the parrot move first somehow? I can't remember about that pointer at this point in time, but we've got ourselves the pebble. So is that what you wanted? I'm pretty sure you wanted pretty things. Here she comes! Right then, mind read.
Oh my, the stone you have! It's divine! Simply divine! I must have it, must! I'll give you my very fancy neckerchief for that fancy stone of yours.
Alright then, Felix traded his stone for the very fancy neckerchief. Got a red cloth. Now we gotta figure out how to give this to. Alright then. Chirp chirp! Indeed. Do you like your stone?
What do you think? Don't I look fancy? I sure feel fancy, and that's all that matters! I think this looks fabulous on me. I love fancy accessories. I'm sure you do. So now we've done here. Where do we take this neckerchief? We've met penguins. We've met... well, everywhere in every islet there's been an animal. The one we haven't talked to is a cow. So that'll be the interesting point here. So we met an animal down here as well, didn't we not? There was no way to get past the barrier, but now we've got ourselves new synergy. Maybe that'll be the key. There was turtles down here, if I'm right, or around here. Oh well, it's just time to keep checking out all the islets, because they seem to be the key. No monsters in the meantime. Look at your jinxing, Sam. You're taking one whole damage, it's horrible. Jenna even recovered more HP than the damage done, so that's brilliant. But apart from that, let's use Piers and see if something happens. Assuming these are monsters at sea. Just wondered if it would be an automatic doom effect, but no, it just seems to be a normal weapon to type. Right, the North Osenia Islet is ours to explore, and with this sand over here, we should be able to make it in and find out what this one wishes for. More to the point, we should be able to use Cyclone here as well and see if there's any goodies. There's actually a path to take to the left there. Does that lead us out or not? I wonder. Oh, that red neckerchief is quite nice indeed. That would lift my spirits. Indeed, why thank you. You can have that. This really brightens my mood. Felix tied the neckerchief to the tree. I thought the cow would want the neckerchief on him. Are you giving that lovely thing to Moo? Indeed, I am. That's so kind of you. I should repay you. Have some milk. Now we got to figure out who wants some milk. Right, so that's done. That brings us back out from here. It's too bad we can't enter from the point over there. But now we've got a fair bit of traveling, that's for sure. We've got the Sea of Time Islet over here. We've got Izumo and Apogee Islands. Now, where on earth are we going? That's the question. Let's hope I get the right place first time. Otherwise, you'll see the power of editing come into effect. And so, after riding the ocean waves to a very lonely turtle that does not seem to be our destination at the moment, I don't think milk is going to cure his loneliness, that's for sure. If you're talking to a bottle of milk, that's a bit of a sign of craziness. Anyway, says the guy talking into a mic randomly on his own. Anyway, we've come to the very middle of the entire map here. Blurry, blurry map indeed. Because if that's not the right location, then it must be somewhere else to go. So I've come over here and found the West Indra Islet, a little town just over here. Apart from that, there seems to be beaches that maybe I can reach other locations from as well. So it's kind of good that we've come down this way. So West Indra Islet indeed. And there seems to be a dog which hints at animal anyway. Does the dog really want milk though? I do not know. Right, let's start talking to people. My Pop's the best sailor in all the Eastern Sea. I think you'll find that's me. That's why he can go anywhere, even in that tiny boat of his. I can't wait until Dad teaches me how to sail. I'm sure you can't. Right. You're lucky, mister. You get to ride your boat out in the open sea all you want. My dad will be done with his boat soon, and together we'll be able to sail anywhere we want. Indeed, I'm sure you will. I can't wait until the day I can sail far away with Dad and Kurt. Okay. Right, nothing to reveal here though. No new goodies or treasures. Apart from right here. How lucky meddlers ours. Why, thank you. Ever since the tidal wave moved Indra, we haven't been able to go to Gondwan's western shores. The waterways north of Thundaria would have been the perfect place to teach my sons to sail. Well, I'm sure. Is it just like calm water or something along those lines? I do not know. Right. A place to visit here, which doesn't seem there's any shinies in. No shinies. Did you know Indra moved? It was quite a shock to all of us here. We haven't been able to use the waterways to the south ever since. Oh, that's a shame. I'm so grateful our little island wasn't damaged in the tidal wave. It was a miracle. Right. And so we bring ourselves all the way round to come on down, it seems. And if anything, I guess I'm heading to a very doggy dog. Hello, sir. Sniff, sniff. I smell fresh milk. Indeed you do. Well, you can have the fresh milk. Ha ha ha! Are you going to give me that milk? Are you? Huh? Huh? I'll trade you this for it. I caught it myself. Felix traded his milk for the dog's turtle. Felix got a little turtle. Well, I think we know how to solve someone's loneliness now. Felix gave a little turtle to Sheba. Right, you enjoying that milk? I'll mind read the milk. I don't like to waste. I'll just take tiny little laps. Okay, then you're just taking it over time, are you? And probably cooling in the water as well. So, we found ourselves our next destination, but to be honest, I'm more interested now in trying to find out what else is just slightly around us here. Because we can get a little bit of beaches with bridges as well. Oh, this just brings us round to Kibombo, and... okay then, so that just brings us back to somewhere we've somewhat been before. So, let's crank on a voyage yet again. And maybe go and check out a little bit further down here. Let's see where else there is areas that lie or we can get to. If anywhere at all, because I do wonder about the joining up of this, how we'd be able to enter and, well, go to continents such as over here if we can't get out. Are we completely trapped? Well, it seems we can enter the Gondwan cliffs from going around, and we find ourselves... We can reveal, which definitely reveals that that thing is a usable object. So burst? Does not work, but causes explosions at random, that's for sure. So that seems interesting. It seems like we can do something with that in future and get rid. But for now, it's a long travel yet again to get to the Sea of Time Islet. My second visit in just a few seconds, if you know what I mean, or a few minutes. So let's get over there with the power of editing. And so we've travelled all the way to our lonely, lonely turtle, who hopefully will be a very friendly turtle in a second when we hand over a new pal. I'm so very sad and lonely. I wish I had a friend to call my own. Hey, you've got an itty bitty turtle tot, don't you? Why don't you set that little guy free with me? Indeed I shall. At long last I have a friend. Lonesome George I am no more. I'm so happy. I don't have much to offer in return, but I can show you my secret spot. Hop on my back. Sure thing, can you carry 4 people? And we're off! Actually 5 if you count Creighton as well. So did you get us in amongst all those rocks that we could not pass as a ship? Well, here we are. When you want to go back to the island, just let me know. So where are we exactly?
That's the question as we reach the Islet Cave. So, a new location to explore, a new jaunt, a new adventure. And then I guess it's pretty much into the Sea of Time for us at this point in time. Will I remember the rhyme or will I just try to bluff my way through? I think bluff my way through. Should we try to ride the waves? Well, join me next episode on Golden Sun, the Lost Age, to see. Bye-bye.